what you can really hear is you can hear that the whole low end just tightens up and it just gets more powerful. The other thing is that breathing I'm talking about. The compressor really is kind of pulsing with the beat, and if we play a section of that, you'll really be able to hear that. So I absolutely adore this thing. It's fantastic. You just feel the weight that's been added, and I'm just going to bypass. Sounds okay, but it's pulsing with the drum as well. Again, that floor tom is just really now starting to drive the whole thing, which is just phenomenal. So that's
it's doing a thing that works really well on acoustic drums.
But here's the great thing: when I'm using my real, the sort of real traditional analog kit, as in here's a Neve channel strip, I'm midway through a thing and maybe I have to go back home. I have to go, I haven't got enough time. Someone else might come into the studio and use that for vocal tracking, and so I have to try and recall the thing, and the thing won't recall because the switches are really fiddly. But with this, I can basically just save the session, and then the next day, if I just want to do half an hour on it, I can just fire up the session, and just like a plugin, it all opens up. And I can change my settings, whereas when I'm using my traditional analog equipment, as soon as I've done anything, I'm immediately recording it in, because as I said, it's a shared room, and I know that someone else is going to come in and use the room after me. So there's just like a level of flexibility there, in that I can keep my ideas open, I can keep the settings open until I really, really want to commit.
Yeah.
So that I'm running it on a native system at home, not a HDX or anything. And I've put test tones at the beginnings of the tracks. And when I've wanted to commit, I've just bussed it to an audio track, recorded it in, and every single time the lineup has been absolutely perfect. So the McDSP, they've really worked on the delay times, the latency times. They've figured it all out. It works perfectly with delay compensation. When you're using this gear, it just absolutely feels like you're using a plug-in. And even if you decide to commit and record the analog audio into your Pro Tools session, it will not drift out of time. It comes back in bang on time, and that's something to mention.